Alright, hello, it's 10 o'clock, November 1st, 2019. We're going to talk about what happened last night. But before we get to that, beautiful day today. Clear skies pretty much across the entire area. Uh, Temperatures a little below normal. It was a perfect day. We'll actually look at some of the conditions across the area. But before we do that, I cannot believe it. So we had all these storms last night, and I was in New Jersey, so I didn't have to watch News 12 Long Island. I was actually watching Channel 7 WABC, and they did a very good job. They actually spent 7 minutes on it. But I go to News 12's webpage right now, and yeah, let me hit it. Yep, nothing on the storms. Nothing on the storms at all, whatsoever. So again, they're only gearing to a certain demographic. Look, top stories. They're not even talking about the storms. They're not even talking about the storms. Do you believe this? How it... All right, there's something on the storm. Tree comes down. I bet you they barely covered it. I bet you they spend like 1 minute on it. I bet. So there you go. We still have 1,862 people without power on Long Island right now, and you can see some of these outages here scattered about. There's actually one not too far away in East Walston. They're not going to get their power back until 6 in the morning. You still have some people here. There's been a lot of damage. This was actually a very damaging storm, and we're going to look at some. We're going to try to find some pictures of some of the storm damage from this. But I want to get to the wind gusts here. So let's go look at the National Weather Service Twitter here, and you will see that here's a sample of how high the wind gusted. So these are the official wind reports from the Weather Service here in New York, and you will see here that New Haven County had a wind gust up to 64 in Connecticut. But as we get into Long Island, Merrick had a wind gust up to 51. Queens had a wind gust up to 56 at JFK. But look at this. Look at what happened in Suffolk County. So Stony Brook, this is at 119 meters, but still a 74 mile an hour wind gust. Great Gull Island, 69 mile an hour wind gust. Fishers Island Airport, 65. Eaton's Neck, 61. Orient, 60. Great South Bay, 57. Metcox Bay, 55. Brookhaven, 54. Mount Sinai Harbor, 54. West Gilgo Beach, 53. So we had some really strong winds last night across the area. And really just a very impressive event. And I actually want to go a little bit more into this. So let me first go back to the main page, because we have freeze warnings in effect for eastern Suffolk County, much of New Jersey, and frost advisories for western Suffolk County. This is because we're going to get some radiational cooling tonight, and it's going to drop like a rock. So let's take a look and see what the conditions are outside, and then we'll get back to the storms. So 47, dew point is 28, dry air, clear skies, light winds. That's the setup for radiational cooling. It did hit 57 today. You could see clear skies all day long here on Long Island and in New Jersey too, which is where I was. Let's go and look at West Hampton. See, this is that radiational cooling. In the Pine Barrens, it's going below freezing. It's going to be a hard freeze in the Pine Barrens tonight. It's already 32 at West Hampton, and it's going to drop into the 20s. It's going below freezing in the Pine Barrens there, especially the dwarf Pine Barrens there in West Hampton. Okay, so let's see how New Jersey is doing. So you can see, yep, freeze warning in effect for Ocean County, almost the entire state. It is 35 at Toms River, at the airport there, west of Toms River, in the Pine Barrens. So there it will also probably drop below freezing. A hard freeze tonight in the Pine Barrens. Clear skies, light winds is an ideal night for radiational cooling in the Pine Barrens, and that's what's gonna happen, pretty much. So let me get back to some of the storm damage reports, because they didn't really link up to the local storm reports, so that's what I want to see. All right, so this is what happened here. Surprised there aren't more of them. We have thunderstorm wind damage in Portland and Middlesex County. Power lines down on Karen Drive in New Rochelle. Non-thunderstorm wind damage in Glen Cove. A large limb down on Glen Cove Road, blocking one southbound lane. In Ridge, we have a large part of a tree split and hanging across guardrail and shoulder along Route 25. In Queens, down light pole on Grand Central Parkway at exit 17. And in West Orange, in Essex County, a Route 280 near exit 7 ramp closed due to downed tree across the roadway. Let's see, there might be more reports. No, these are all the ones we have for now. At least it seems like that's all that there is. Let's see if Philadelphia has some reports as well. So we'll see what happened in New Jersey as well. So let's take a look at that. Get some of that information for you. And for the load, that would be nice. Alright, let's do the text. Let's see if we can get some local storm reports. Here we go. Hopefully they have some for us. So here we go. Here is the big story, and that is tornado in Bucks County. So National Weather Service, actually no, this is straight line winds, but there was a tornado confirmed as well. Straight line winds were the cause of tree damage in Bucks County. However, there was tornado, so excuse me. So here we go. This was Glennsville Mills, tornado in Delaware, Pennsylvania. Tornado embedded in a large area, touchdown southwest of the Cobblestone at Thornbury subdivision in the town of Glen Mills, Delaware County at 11:25 p.m. Damage near the beginning of the tornado path consisted, I mean, this isn't really in our area, but this is an EF2 tornado, so impressive. EF2 in November. Let's see what we got here. Hillsborough, numerous trees down. Let's see if we can get some information. Large tree down. Large tree down in power lines. Transformer fires in the area. This is in Sussex. So, a huge mess from this storm. Just a huge mess. And what I want to do is I want to go... Let me go to the public information statement. So let's see. Preliminary storms. Alright, in Morris County, Madison, yes, severe thunderstorms. They're going to have to see if there was a tornado touchdown over there. Let's see what else we've got here. Tornado and straight line winds. Alright, so this is the Glens Mills. We already covered that. And the other thing was straight line winds. Let me go to their Twitter and see if we can get any more information. So, yeah, Morris County. So take a look at this. These are some, this is from the comparison from yesterday. Look at that. They said Georgetown, Delaware hit 81. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. That's a record. That is a record. That's why you got all that severe weather. So, alright, that seems to be all I can get from Mount Holly. However, I do want to go back to Twitter, and we're going to look at Long Island damage. Let's see if we can... here we go. This is a massive tree. Storm damage. This was in Copeg. Fios 1, Copeg, and the storm damage in Copeg. Tearing vinyl siding off house. So high winds leave behind damage at Copeg. Let's see if we can get any more information here. Here's another tree that's down. NYDSDOT Long Island. Let's see if we're going to get some more pictures. So staff and crew, there was lots of down trees. Lots of down trees. Let's see what we can do at PSED Long Island. Let's see if they put up any pictures here. Sometimes they put up some pictures too that I can share with you as well. Here we go. Oh boy, look at this. Here we go. So 59,000 customers lost power. So most everybody's restored now. But there's still some outages that should be fixed by them. Look at this. Look at this mess here. Look at this. So here you go. That's a white pine, not a pitch pine. Boy, look at this. Look at these trees down everywhere. Look at this. This is on fire. Look at that. Wow. That is something. So this is what we were dealing with across the area. Just crazy amount of severe weather last night. Just an unbelievable amount of severe weather across the area. Let me just see something for a minute. We're gonna go to Mineola Patch and see if they have something about the storms too on here. Because Patch sometimes is a good source for some pictures. All right, here we go. Snaps dangles on power lines. So Twitter photo has the way utility poles are heading. Oh, look at this. So this happened. A snapped utility pole. This happened around 4 p.m. So this is residual wind damage. Here you go. Snapped utility pole. Look at this. Oops. Let's try this again. All right. You can see it right here. If I try to zoom it, it just screws it up. So look at that. Snapped from the wind. So this is the damage. We had a lot of problems, and the railroad had problems too. We got to talk about the railroad having problems too. So let's go to the railroad now. Let's see what happened on the railroad today. All right, so let's back it up to this morning because there were problems. Only one branch seemed to be immune from those problems, and you know what branch that was. The Pretty Little Babylon branch. Because apparently a certain demographic of snobby, uptight, white finance professionals control everything, get the best of everything, while we get all the problems, as you know. So let's see. Slippery rail conditions you have. West Hempstead branch had 20 to 30 minute delays. Weather conditions, some trains are operating at reduced speeds. 11 minutes late. And then this train, this one got canceled. 6:42 from Ronkonkoma due at Penn at 8 was canceled in Jamaica. That was canceled at Jamaica. So look at that. They actually canceled a couple of trains at Jamaica. I think they canceled that, and then they canceled another train at Jamaica. I have a video of what happened this morning. Conductor told me that we were receiving substitute equipment and will not be forced into cram. Nope. So they say it's flat wheels. So, this may have been the train that was canceled. I was thinking it was that train that was delayed. That you'll see in here in a minute. There was a problem with somebody needing medical attention in Mineola this morning, not related to the storm. So we're just looking at stuff where it's really related to the storm. But there was problems on the West Hempstead branch because the signals in Malvern got damaged due to the storms on the West Hempstead branch. And then there were some other issues. There was a track condition at Hicksville, I think. So, yeah, track condition near the station. So it was a track condition near the station. 27 minutes late due to slippery rail conditions. So, there. I don't know. Yeah. Ronkonkoma due at Penn. I don't know if that was the one due at 8 or not. This one here, maybe that was the train that was canceled. 6:42 from Ronkonkoma due in Penn. That might have been the train that was canceled at Jamaica. It was crazy. I don't know, but that was at 8, so we were passing through Jamaica after that time, so I'm not sure. But anyway, there were some problems. It could have been worse, though. We didn't have any full suspensions, at least. So we're fortunate in that regard that we didn't have any full suspensions. So what a crazy night of weather across the area. Absolutely nuts. And I'm sure there are more pictures and more footage out there, but I'll show you what I have, and I'll try to link some articles below in the description below. Anyway, let's take a look at this. I did a long hike today, so I am tired. So let's take a look and see where we're going to be going here with the weather. Fortunately, we don't have anything like that in the forecast. Fortunately, we have dry. We have this high, weak high. We have the high that's going to be moving offshore tomorrow, and then another high builds in for Sunday. That moves offshore, and then another high builds in for Wednesday. And then look at this by Friday, November 8th. We have another high building in, and that builds in for the weekend. Another nice day. Saturday, let's see, another nice day. Sunday, that moves away. And then you see we're pretty much in a pretty progressive pattern here. And no, we have a good trough. I love the way this jet stream looks. We're troughing here, so we're going to be getting cold air, and we're not going to be dealing with any of that crazy tropical air that we were dealing with. So let's look at what the temperatures are going to be doing over the next couple of days here. So as we go into tomorrow, after a very cold night, temperatures in the Pine Barrens are going to drop off into the below freezing. For the rest of us, probably upper 30s and low 40s. For Saturday, we go back up to around maybe 50, between 50 and 55. Drops a little more on Sunday with a little reinforcing shot. Monday, pretty much still staying a little below normal there. And then we warm up a little bit on Tuesday ahead of that cold front, and then another cold front comes through. Wednesday, we cool off. Thursday, maybe warms up a little bit ahead of the next cold front, and the next cold front comes through on Friday. And boy, it has it cold on Friday, November 8th, only in the upper 30s. Saturday, mid 30s. So, wow, that's quite chilly. That moves out. Sunday, we moderate a little bit. You get the idea. All right, and we can look at the dew points, but it's really pointless because we're gonna staying dry here with low dew points indefinitely here. No more humidity. So hopefully that's it. We won't see any more humidity. And again, look at this dry air that comes in here for Friday. Wow. I wonder if it's going to be a clear day that day. Let's see. There's probably going to be some instability, cloudiness, I would think, with such a bitterly cold air mass in place. But maybe it'll be clear. Maybe. We'll see. But I think there's going to be some instability, cloudiness, probably. But we'll see what happens. That moves. So let's just back this way up here. So here we go. Tomorrow we may see some clouds try to come in from the south. Sunday is clear. Monday we're probably going to see clouds on the increase. Tuesday, probably a lot of clouds around. Wednesday, more sunshine. Thursday, clouds. Friday, we're going to have to see this. There could be some cirrus around that system moving to the south of us. And then Saturday might be a little clearer, But this is way in the future. And with such a cold air mass moving in, there's going to be a lot of instability. So I would not expect a clear sky like we had today those days, because it's going to be pretty chilly. At least that's what the GFS has. So let's look at the NAM as far as sky cover goes. And see what's going to happen with that. So NAM, you see, wants to roll in some clouds in the more in the afternoon over Long Island. But for Sunday looks fairly clear. So Sunday should be a nice clear day. So now that we're done with that, I think we're nearing the end of this weather update. So let me just see let me go to windy.com, and I just want to look at the euro and see how it has next week. As far as that's the next really cold shot of air, because you got to remember the GFS rushed the last one, and it may be rushing this one too. So I want to see what the euro has, or let's just put this to temperature here, so we can see this next outbreak coming in. So let's see Thursday. Let's do Friday, 9 a.m. All right, so it does have it coming in. All right, so the euro is essentially an agreement that it's going to be cold that day, and yeah, it goes up to 41. Well, let's see if we can look at clouds. This is like way in the future here. This is so far in the future. Yeah, so it looks like it's way in the future. But it looks like it might be a clear, but this is so far in the future. So but this could be a really cold day, though, that we're going to have. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be pretty chilly that day as we deal with these. Like I said, this is a ways off. So again, this is a ways off. This is a ways off. But you know what we can do is look at the Euro sky cover for tomorrow and see what that has. So yeah, see it rolls that in. But I think Sunday we're looking at clear skies. Yeah, Sunday, well, it may roll some clouds in on us later in the afternoon. We'll have to see what happens with that. Monday, Monday it doesn't. This is the Euro, right? I don't usually use this for cloud cover, but figured what the heck. Let's use the Euro and see what it does. For Wednesday it has us clear. So go Wednesday, 1 p.m. Still clear. So we're watching some cold air coming about a week from now. We could have some really cold air moving in. So anyway, that does conclude this weather update. So have a good night. I'm a little tired, but you know, what a storm last night. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff going on. What can I tell you? And this is going to be what we're going to be dealing with from now on as we deal with these effects of climate change. Take care.